For decades, the goal for Disney as a company seemed pretty straightforward. They wanted to make money by entertaining people. They wanted to entertain people in theme parks, in the movie theater, on a television screen. That was the primary goal. But all that has changed in recent years. No longer do they just want to focus on entertaining people. Instead, it's about pushing a woke agenda. It's about pushing identity politics, even if that drives audiences away, even if that's not what people want. And they are paying the price for it right now. Once again, there's a massive financial problem for Disney. Tragic Kingdom. Disney shares plummet to lowest level in nearly a decade as concerns mount over profitability. It looks like all this woke programming, all this bullshit that they're pushing on people, including children, has not been very well received by a lot of people, by a lot of families, because they are done with woke Disney and their garbage. And we can go and take a look at Disney stock. A massive drop off after those financial numbers came in. And it's true, if we look at the last 5 years of Disney, we're sitting here over 100, just dipped down below 100 for a second, but over 100 for a large majority. The only exception, right, this big dip right here that was COVID when all the parks shut down for about a month. They were struggling right there, but then they went back up. Oh, look, we're going to do a streaming service, all this stuff. But then they got exposed for just how political they were getting. All of those internal leaked documents, the not so secret gay agenda, messing with kids here in Florida, messing with families, opposing a bill that would prevent the sexualization of children in elementary school, disgusting behavior. And now Disney's paying the price for all these things seemingly at the same time. And it closed at $87. $87 is where we're sitting at right now. And when you look at the past year, that's 50%. Year to date, just from the beginning, that's down 45%. This is an unmitigated disaster for Disney, but that's what happens when you focus on woke propaganda and indoctrinating people instead of entertaining them like you should be. Shares of Walt Disney Company plummeted late Tuesday and into early Wednesday to their lowest levels in nearly a decade, as concerns mount over the company's profitability and wild spending habits on Disney Plus and other streaming services. Disney stock was down more than 13% on Wednesday, following the company's disappointing fourth quarter results that contained a slew of bad news, including the revelation that Disney lost $1.5 billion on streaming services like Disney Plus for the period. At just below 87, Disney shares are at their lowest level since 2014. For a calendar year, stock is down close to 70%. I think it might be a typo. Looks to me like it's more like 45 or 50%, but I'm not sure where they're getting that number. Disney's earnings and revenue for the quarter failed to meet Wall Street's expectations, causing some analysts to cut their valuations. The company's streaming losses have steadily mounted as it aims to challenge Netflix. So let's get this straight. All this woke garbage that they put out, woke Star Wars, woke Marvel, didn't work, didn't resonate with people. We've been talking about this for a while, that they have been failing when it comes to the number of people that are tuning in. It's not at the level it needs to be. They are not attracting a large enough audience for what they're putting into this. And now we have the evidence right in front of us. $1.5 billion loss in streaming. That is embarrassing for Disney, but it is an indication that what we've said the entire time is true, that people are tired of woke bullshit. They don't want to sit there tuning into Disney Plus to be preached to. That's not what they want. And maybe, finally, this fucking epic fail, this another stock drop for them as they miss expectations once again, lowest level in nearly a decade. Maybe this will finally wake these people up. Maybe Bob Chapek. You remember Bob Chapek when some people tried to say, oh, he's our guy, he's anti-woke, and then he immediately bent the knee to the Rainbow LGBTQ plus coalition. Immediately decided he was going to make it Disney's priority to be political, to go after families here in Florida. Well, luckily, a lot of people in Florida, including Ron DeSantis, who just got reelected, stood up to Disney and said, no, you're not going to do that. We're not going to let a woke corporation bully us into letting these people sexualize kids. We know you want that, Disney. That's the Disney brand now, isn't it? But luckily here in Florida, that is not going to happen. Disney shares have been on a mostly downward trajectory this year, alarming longtime investors who once regarded Disney as a sure thing. The stock closed below 100 in June, the first time that happened in more than 2 years. Since then, the stock has recovered some of its losses, only to decline again starting in the fall. There's no way to spin this. Although people will try, they'll say, oh, the market's all down. Look, when you look at where they trade, the Dow Jones, that's where Disney trades. Dow Jones has been down about like 10, 15% in the same time frame that Disney's been down 50%. They've lost half their value during that same time period. You can make all the excuses you want. At the end of the day, it's the decisions they've made based on promoting woke propaganda indoctrination to children primarily that is the big problem for Disney. That's why people have left. That's why they're not doing well in the theaters. That's why they're not doing well on Disney Plus. There are certainly other contributing factors that go into this, including the economy, including things like that. But at the end of the day, they're putting out garbage material that's not meant to entertain people, that's only meant to indoctrinate. We've been calling it out from the beginning, and we're going to continue to do so. Bob Chapek and Disney, this is a massive blow to them with this big report that they are failing on all levels, but especially on streaming, where they promote woke propaganda. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.